Today we are going to cover what is social media and actually how I use social media there as an operator, as someone who's making real money from running agency and other coaching offers. Okay, you have to understand that looking at the social media, you have to start looking at it not like as an average user, but as somebody as an acts as an average user, but creates leverage and connects with people intentionally to sell or offer their products or services to people who live in social media and use it for everyday basis. And here's the thing, once you will see what I'm going to show you, and once you apply these links that I'm going to show you in today's blueprint, you're going to start thinking about social media differently, and you're going to feel about your old way of approaching, like feeling like going on a party and just talking about your, I don't know, insurance offer to somebody on a party who you don't know about. And this is what actually a lot of people are doing right now. They are going to strangers, to let's say cold audiences, and they are pitching something that they're not interested to. And obviously, this is not going to work and nobody's going to buy from you. But before I jump in, I just want to address one thing, that there is a huge lie that 99% of most of business operators, I mean, any operators that try to sell online, think about it, and I just want to break that. Social media is a marketing channel. This is a huge lie, and this is pretty much very wrong, as I told you already. The social media was not created by somebody like Jeff Bezos so people come and buy something. This is not an online shop. This is not an e-commerce place. This place was directly created for people to come and enjoy life and hang out. People nowadays come on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, for one reason, because they are bored, because they want to scroll, because they share with friends their activities, see what their friends are doing. They want to get a hit of the money, but they are not coming here because they want to buy something. Two main gaps come up. The intent gap, which means that there is attention versus acquisition. Social media is a sales channel and it's an attention ecosystem. It is non-direct intent platform where people do not come to buy, like Google, for example, where users arrive for a specific problem and direct intent to have a direct intent to purchase. Social media users are there for connection and discovery. And let's actually break down how direct consumer behavior looks. For example, on Google, the user comes, writes a specific problem or a need, actively searches for solution, has a high intent to act on it, and after he evaluates, he buys and he becomes a customer. Okay, and this is a direct intent, clear journey to purchase. Okay, but on social media, on the other hand, user comes for entertainment, user comes for inspiration, user comes for connection, killing time, trending topics, scrolling, and somewhere there as well he might come for buying stuff. Okay, but you can see how many distractions he has, because this is non-direct and he has very low intent to come and buy something on social media. That makes you out, that gives you not clear paths on social media, and actually it's harder to sell somebody. That's why you have to build trust there. Over the years, distinction has been blurred for many entrepreneurs and marketers, and that's sad. When you operate on social media, you must view everything through a different lens, the lens that I told you. You have to start seeing social media there is non-direct intent platform. And as well, it means that a rapport means more than transactions, because there is no immediate intent. Your goal is to build a relationship and become a friend of your audience. By capturing their attention now, you bypass the need for them to oversearch Google later. You understand? Because as soon as you will create contrast, okay, and you will differ from Google's offer, they will remember you, okay, and as soon as they will have a need to buy a specific product or service, they are going to come to you. And this is called nurturing of your audience. You create your ecosystem, your content ecosystem, and you nurture your customers from cold to being warm and to being hot and ready to buy without any hesitation, because he already knows you. And most people start selling to their audience once they are cold. So when you show up with a poster that says book a call today or DM me to learn more, what you're actually doing is showing up on a party uninvited and walking to a strangers with your pitch. Okay, nobody's going to buy from you. You just have to remember that you have to build rapport over pushing transactions. Now let's deeper understand what's happening on the platform and what is algorithm actually doing here, okay, and how it can help you to literally nurture your audience and become even closer to them, okay. You have to be friend with your algorithm. Should not go against your algorithm. The platform, any platform, has one specific job, and you have to understand that and keep remembering that all the time. People come here to scroll, and this platform's job is to make these people stay as long as possible. So every platform, it doesn't matter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X, Facebook, everything, all of them want you to stay as long as possible. The algorithm doesn't cares about your offer. It cares about the retention. If your offer is not helping algorithm to retain their users on the platform and they want to jump off and go to another platform, then your offer slash your content, since your content is offered on social media platform, it's not going to get pushed, okay. You're going to get high. For example, if you run ads, okay, supposedly if you do organic, okay, it's not going to get organically pushed. But even if you run ads and your offer slash your content is not helping algorithms to retain their customers, your cost per ad is going to be high, your cost per impressions is going to be high, because algorithm has to find more and more people who will be potentially interested in your content. But if it's not interesting for them and you are just like telling them just to book a call, not creating contrast, not creating some blending content that literally helps you obviously to be more interesting, and you are not going to be favored by algorithm, okay. Same goes with ads. Same goes with organic content. Same goes with everything that you do on social media. Ads work when they look like content. The best performing ads on Meta right now are the ones that do not feel like ads. For example, you can see here, right? This is a classic ad brochure that most of the agencies, most of realtors, like a lot of people are using it, okay? Just slap their offer here, one solution, 10x your business, then list of the good things they are getting then, and then big CTA that just buy over a normal organic type post that just talks about in caption what's going on in the picture, and slowly but gradually pitching potential customer. And usually what we end up is that most of the similar posts get low engagement, low reach, low distribution, and those are not getting pushed via algorithm. And then organic content, if it performs good, and it will perform good on ads, and you have high reach, high engagement, and high distribution, which helps you to push more. And one of the greatest things that I've been using so far is value equation formula. Hormozi has this called value equation in his book, which I love to use my own way, and I'm going to explain you how I'm using it. I as well have another video where I fully break down my thoughts about this formula, and you can check out my another video. It will be linked here in the description. But let's dive deep to what is actually this value equation formula and how you can use to create your content even much more valuable, that it will play along with the algorithm, okay. So you have to create some sort of value, and creating value consists of 4 variables. It's one, a dream outcome, another one is perceived likelihood, time delay, and effort. The first 2 on top and on the bottom are a fraction. You want top ones to be huge and the lower ones to be tiny, and this what creates value. For example, you have to show their dream value, and I do this a lot on my agency page. For example, I share ton of different case studies where I show a potential dream outcome that I achieved for my customers, and I show that perceived likelihood that another person who is watching this is going to get the same result is done by showcasing a case study, explaining the concept, explaining the strategy, diving deeper, not selling, just diving deeper, giving free knowledge, and wrapping up like that. I'm not selling anywhere into my content. I record 3 to 8 minute videos on, for example, on TikTok, on Instagram, on long form, as well on YouTube, okay. I'm not selling you guys, I'm just giving you all information as what I'm doing. I'm creating a rapport, I'm building a rapport right now. I build friends before I build a customer, okay? Every fucking single time. What does this looks like in practice? I show my wins, I show my losses. I give free strategy. I talk like a human. I make a lot of mistakes right now, as you can see, okay? I share my mistakes as well, and I'm admitting that I'm making mistakes, and it's normal. It's more human. It's better than being scripted, and you will not be able to skip this line. Most people try to shortcut the process by going to cold audiences and pitching their 5,000 offer to somebody that doesn't even know your name. This is not going to work like that. These people are not going to buy from you. And now there is a question: what do you have to actually do in order to grow friends, potential customers on social media? Okay, you have to start posting like you're talking to one specific person and you genuinely want to help. As soon as I stopped talking to everybody many years ago, I started gaining traction. I started gaining leverage. Okay, I decided to talk with one specific niche. I started to talk with one specific problem, and I started to talk and imagine one specific person that is in front of me, and I started pitching them only. And other people were just like finding themselves in this one sentence. Okay, so as long as you will concentrate on one specific thing, this is where you start to gain momentum and start gaining traction. Define one person and get specific. This is all you have to do. For me, for example, right now are people who generate with their info products under 100K, okay? And I'm directly, for example, I'm recording this video for you right now. And if you've been listening to this for this time, I know that you are interested and you understand, you are grasping, and I'm somehow hitting this problem and you are understanding what I'm talking about. I know exactly this because once I was there, and I know exactly every time I post something, every time I record something, I know and I imagine the founder 11 p.m. scrolling, frustrated, just looking for a way out, how to go over 100K and land his 150 or 200K months in cash collected. Remember, if you cannot see the face of person you're talking to, your content is going to come out flat. And when it comes out flat, it has no edge. And when it has no edge, it has nothing to do online, okay? Because it's not talking to anybody. So you have to give out your free information. Most people will scroll, most people will watch them, leave, but there will be enough people for you that will come back, they will buy your product, and once they will end up in your ecosystem, in your backend ecosystem, you're going to upsell them, you're going to cross-sell them, they're going to bring referrals, and you're going to build on that over and over again, and you're going to gain much more traction, much more leverage on the market, rather than just going out and trying to sell with everybody. You just had to hand over strategy, the playbook, the full breakdown, just do it for free. I understand that you have to do it for free. The more you give, the more authority you build, and authority is exactly what makes people go to reach their pocket, take out their card and pay you. Okay, so to summarize everything up, in today's competitive landscape, the market leaders are not the ones who make most aggressive sales tactics or sales pitch or spend most money on ads. Instead of this, sustainable growth is driven by those who prioritize high utility value, operational consistency, and authentic human engagement. You have to remember this in 2026, 2027, 2028, and ongoing. More you are authentic, more interesting you become, more valuable you become, more value you carry with you. Okay? So you have to identify the person, build rapport and trust by creating your content ecosystem, by acting on social media, not a sales guy who is trying to randomly pitch people, but actually through a friendship, through giving out the help, free help. Just understand that, okay? And once they are aligned with you, once you have built enough rapport, then you can offer something to them. This is where magic happens, because most of the conversion has been done already, because you build a rapport. People trust you, and this is the biggest value you can get out of your customer. Okay, once they trust you, it's easier for them to pay you. And since we came to the end, I just want to tell you that if I made you help to see things differently with this video and with this lens, just drop a comment and let me know. And if you want me to break down how exactly I structure my story sequences, or how exactly I structure my content for followers to make followers my potential customers without pushing them to buy my offer, just comment that as well. Let me know, and I'm just gonna record next video out of it. And you can enjoy other videos that are recorded. For example, the value equation that I broke down in many different parts, and it's pretty interesting. I would definitely watch that video after watching this. So see you next one.